Hello and welcome to today's episode. My name is Hari Anupuru and I am a licensed financial advisor in British Columbia and Ontario. In this podcast, we are going to dive into one of the most confusing but most important topics for anyone visiting Canada, that is travel insurance. Whether you're bringing your parents, relatives, or friends here or visiting Canada yourself, this episode is for you. We'll cover side trips, refunds, double insurance myths, long policies, and even issues like passports without last name. These small details can save you thousands of dollars and a whole lot of stress. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's jump right into it. Why is travel insurance so important? Well, medical care in Canada is among the most expensive in the world for non-residents. A single hospital stay can cost you over $3,000 per night, and that's before adding the doctor fees, tests, and medication. So without insurance, even a small accident like a broken wrist could easily cost you over $10,000. A major emergency could wipe out your life savings. That's why visitors insurance is not just a nice to have, it's a must have. Now let's tackle one of the most common questions. So what if I want to take my parents on a side trip to United States while they are visiting Canada? So most travel insurance companies allow side trips outside Canada, usually for up to 30 days per trip. So as long as the majority of their stay is in Canada. So here is the golden rule. At least 51% of the total coverage period must be spent inside Canada. So for example, if your parents stay 8 months in Canada and take 2 short trips to US, that's fine. But if they spend more time outside Canada than inside, then the policy could become invalid. So one big warning is travel back to the home country like India or China, wherever your country of origin is, usually suspends the coverage. So it only restarts once they return back to Canada. So side trips is okay, extended stay back home is not covered. Now here is another big question. So if I buy $200,000 policies from different insurance companies, do I have 200,000 coverage? The answer is no. Insurance companies follow what's called the coordination of benefits. So this means they share the bill, but they only cover actual medical expenses. So if the hospital bill is 80,000 Canadian dollars, so company A might pay you $40,000 and company B might pay you $40,000, but you don't get $120,000. And if you fail to disclose that you hold 2 policies, the insurance companies might deny your claim entirely. It's considered misrepresentation. So the smarter option is buy one higher coverage policy, say 200,000, instead of splitting it into 200,000 policies. Another common situation is refunds. Let's say you buy a 12 months policy for your mother, but she only stays in Canada for 8 months and then returns home. What happens to the 4 unused months? So if you notify the insurance company before the policy ends, you can usually get a refund for the unused portion. But if you wait until after the policy expires, you will usually get nothing back. So here is the tip. Always report early departure as soon as possible. Even if you forget, try to file before the end of the 12 months. After expiry, refunds are very rare. Another question. Can I buy travel insurance for more than 365 days? The answer is almost never. Most Canadian insurers cap policies at 365 days maximum. Some allow extensions, but only if you apply before the original policy expires. So if you know your parents are staying longer, buy a 365 days policy, then apply for the extension. Don't wait until the last day. Extensions are only possible if the person is healthy at the time of renewal. If they have had a claim or illness, the insurer may refuse the renewal. So plan ahead, renew earlier, and avoid any gaps in coverage. So now let's talk about something unusual. What if the passport has no last name printed? This happens often, especially with Indian passports. some only show a single name, but insurers, airlines, and immigration systems usually require both a given name and a surname. So the solution would be you can put LNU, which is a last name unknown, and enter the remaining name in the first names field. And for example, let's say if your passport says Rajesh in the given names, then in the first name you put it as Rajesh, and then in the last name section you can able to add as LNU, or you can simply put the dot. But before, check with your insurer what they prefer. This ensures that tickets, visas, and insurance matchups. And long term, the safe step is to reissue the passport with both the names. It avoids confusion and claim delays later on. Alright, let's quickly recap today's episode. So side trips are usually fine, but at least 51% of the stay must be within Canada. Double insurances doesn't double your coverage, it is just doubles your risk of confusion. Refunds are possible, but only if you notify before the policy ends. 365 days cap, plan extensions earlier. Passport names must match. Use LNU or dot if there is no last name printed on your passport, and check with your insurer before filing an application. Travel insurance is about peace of mind, but only if you know the fine print. So this is Hari Anupuru, your financial advisor in British Columbia and Ontario. Thanks for listening to this podcast. If you found it useful, share it with your family or friends who are bringing loved ones to Canada. Until next time, safe travel, stay protected, and take care. Thank you.